Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to Fate Zero. This is episode 9. It's been a while. It's been a long time, I feel like, since I watched the previous episode. It won't be long for you because this comes out as a weekly video. But for me, like, I recorded the previous video super early and I'm recording this one very late. So it's been like... It's been about 2 weeks, I feel like, since I watched the previous episode. Which is a long time, I feel like, for me, because I watch shows weekly, obviously. So it was kind of crazy when I sat down to record it today. I was like, why is it that I barely remember what we were up to? And then I looked at my notes and I had to go back so far in my notebook to find the previous episode. Because I've watched so much stuff between last video and this video. But anyway, doesn't matter. I've got my notes. I've got my extra notes here for Fate Zero. We're ready to jump into it. I'm really excited. I do love this show, and I can't wait to see what comes next, because the previous thing, we sort of finished another like mini arc. I don't know if you call it an arc, but we finished like a little mini arc again, where there was like an attack on the mansion thing that we were at. So, yeah, let's jump into this episode, find out what's going to happen. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access. You can get episode 10 of Fate Zero on my Patreon account right now in full length, so go check that out. And you can also check out my Jent Watches One Piece channel. But, yeah, let's jump into this. This is Fate Zero, episode 9. Oh my god. One hell of a thing to start on.
Leader of the Knights of Fianna and my daughter Granye are pleased to announce their engagement.
Aww.
Striking man with the mole beneath his eye. What is his name? He is a knight of Fianna, Diarmut Odine.
I can't write those names down. Diarmut. Diarmut.
Take me with you.
Oh my god. This is one hell of a story they're telling very quickly. Full backstory. Aww.
Fianna's recognized our marriage.
Aww.
Did you believe I'd forgotten what happened with Granye?
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Jesus.
A dream?
And you had a dream of his memories? Interesting. Oh yeah, I have it written here. Diarmut Duabne. I've got it on my notes already. This song's so good. I love Lisa's delivery. It's so good.
It was the legend of Diarmut.
Yep,
Could those have been the memories of my servant?
they certainly were.
I see that you're awake now.
Oh, here she is. You don't have Lancer here to charm her.
The meaning of this.
So I gather that you have no memory at all of what happened to you?
I was shot.
Yes, you
I
were.
defended myself. What happened to my body?
Your body's magic circuits have misfired somehow. You're lucky
Because
you
of the
didn't die
bullets, right?
instantly. But your magic circuits were utterly destroyed.
Damn.
I'm afraid you'll never use magic again.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
But I can't.
Don't cry, Kanan.
I mean, yeah, that's what the
It's
bullets
too
are
soon
supposed to
to
do,
tell.
right?
Then healing you completely and making you whole again should be more than possible for it. You need
True.
only to if we succeed and claim the Grail, everything will return to how it was.
But that sucks. You do this whole thing and your reward is just being who you were?
Why don't you seals to me?
Oh.
That way, I can take over as Lancer's master.
I'd
Oh,
No, I won't.
like that.
oh, you don't believe in me?
I mean, I don't want her to win, but
Me, who will marry into the Archibald family?
I like her, so I want to see
just-
this happen.
Abandon me and then swear fealty to you?
I do.
Yes.
It was a
I,
heroic spirit
I think
here
he
by
would.
the Grail's invitation.
When I asked him what he would wish for if he had the Grail, he said to me, I have no interest in the Holy Grail. A deep dark secret he's trying to keep hidden. As long as I bear these command seals, he
Man.
must obey me unconditionally.
You don't deserve Lancer.
Give you the command seals.
Okay.
She's gonna like torture
You
it
still
out of
don't
you.
get it. We must win this war no matter what the cost.
Oh god, what's she doing? Oh, she literally is! Oh my god! Oh, that sound! I don't need to hear that!
The bearer's willing consent is the sole way for me to take them without resistance. If you truly cannot accept this, you will leave me no choice. I will have to amputate your right arm.
Oh
What's your
god.
answer?
Jesus, man, she's so fucked. But I kind of got that vibe from when we first met her.
Irisfield, I have a request. I'd like you to speak to him for me.
Oh.
Inaction on our part will mean the deaths of many more innocent children.
Yep. It's a horrible one to have out there.
Did Saber tell you? She thinks we should go after Castor right away.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently so.
For not interfering with Lancer?
Airi,
Is he?
saving a few children.
Lancer, please show yourself.
Did she get the command seal? I bet she did. I think she does.
Master Kenneth.
Not well, I'm afraid.
I can
But I'll
see
do
like a
everything
smudge
I
there.
can for him. Diarmut, don't you see he isn't worthy of being your master?
You're getting...
Kenneth has abandoned the
There we
battle,
go.
giving his rights as your master to me.
She's getting flustered around him because of his fucking
As
mole.
a knight, I'm sorry, but I cannot consent.
You what? As
Command
a
him
servant, you not manifest physically in
consent.
this world using my mana? And
And a knight can only serve but one master.
am I so
Well,
unworthy of being
now it
your
can be
master?
hers.
Look me in the eye when you speak.
She just did some horrible things to get that seal. So it's gonna be
beside me.
awful
Please, you must protect me.
if he
Lend
doesn't
me
go
your
with her.
support. Win the Holy Grail.
I cannot.
Damn.
Given up his quest for the Grail, then I no longer have any interest in it.
Damn.
Responsible for all this. If you desire to give him back his life and his dignity,
Yeah.
you
have
must
to get the
win
Grail.
the Holy Grail for your master.
You speak as Master Kenneth's wife? And seek the Holy Grail only on his behalf? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe her, but that's what
Well,
she's
yes,
saying. She's
Yes,
saying.
of course.
Only desire? You'll swear to it?
How good is he at reading
Yes, I swear.
people lying?
As the wife, I shall bring my husband the Grail.
Looks like he's not good at reading people lying.
However, the Holy Grail War has very clear rules.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to be a proxy war conducted by servants to avoid unnecessary bloodshed.
That's true.
Isn't that true, Irisfield?
And that's not what's happening right now. People are dying all around.
Lancer and I could have finished our duel in an honorable fashion. Is there no chance of Kiritsugu changing his mind?
He seems pretty stubborn. That small smile. I really liked that. It's just her going like, yeah, not really. This is so interesting. These two getting along.
Yourself. The simple pleasures of home and hearth are what are truly best in this world.
He's so nice.
A flatterer.
Not at all. It is I who am in his debt.
Come on, Waver, lighten up.
He even picked out these fine pants. Look at the craftsmanship. They're fit for a king.
Well, I was just thinking that if you like, you could stay right here with us. Pretty
Yay.
sure that there's space enough, right, Waver?
Futon? Oh, yes, the bedding that they sleep on in this land. My favorite thing in life is the surprise of the unknown. Surely Asia gives me the most enjoyment in any age.
Couldn't agree with you more.
He's just such a delightful guy.
Why must I, the king of conquerors, go forth to draw water from some country river?
Because it's a lot more.
Interesting.
What is that? How interesting. What is that?
Spellcasting residue.
Oh.
Remnants of magic left in the water. If we follow the trail, it may be able to show us where to look for Castor.
That's clever.
Oh yes, there was one of considerable size down there.
That's it. If we follow it, it will probably lead us right to Castor's hideout.
Damn. That's clever.
Boy.
And you're making fun of me, aren't you?
No, boy, quite the opposite.
He's
To
proud.
accomplish something so method outshines those who use a more complex technique.
Yeah,
As
I can
your
see that.
servant, shall we go give him a good beating right away, boy? Can practically change by the second. If you fail to attack the enemy when you know his location,
Yeah, you gotta
it will be too late.
you
for
gotta
regrets
strike on
once
the
you've missed
information
your
you
chance.
have.
Shouldn't I be? My master has finally contributed something of worth to my endeavor.
You
As a
finally
loyal
did
servant,
something.
I seek out and defeat the enemy and bring back his head to you.
He's starting to
Not be
flatter
so quick to give
Waver.
up before- Let us go and see what we can find.
I think Waver's warming
It
up
may
to him
well
because
work
he's
out better
complimenting
than
him
you
now.
imagine.
Oh my god.
You see, Ali?
Oh yeah, I think Waver's being won over.
This is far too much for you.
Oh, shut up!
God. What the fuck's he doing? Whoa, cool. Uh-oh. Lots of blood. Oh. Oh. These are all the children. Yeah. Jesus, man. It is too much for him.
Didn't I? I told you not to look.
It's one thing to see dead bodies, but to see kids' bodies.
Stop making fun of me!
This is no time for pride, foolish boy. Your reaction is natural. If
Oh.
I saw someone who still remained unmoved, I would punch them hard.
You mean you punched them?
I love him.
You look fine, just like you always do.
No, he sounds
That's
pissed.
because now,
Oh.
because my young master is in mortal peril.
Oh, the assassin's here. Well, one of them.
We can't afford to be surprised, boy.
Oh, shit. Oh, a lady assassin.
But how?
The how of it is totally irrelevant.
I mean, if you look at them now, you can figure it out.
One
There's
thing
multiple.
here is for certain.
They ran,
They...
didn't they?
Yeah, why'd they
Do not let your
run?
guard down.
Oh. Oh, God.
He'll be forced to come out of the shadows into the open and show himself. Or we put an end to him and his master.
Oh,
I believe in you.
why are doing that?
I mean, you guys are making good
Let us be
progress.
off, boy.
Do not let it trouble you, Kirei. Indeed, it is unfortunate that Assassin was exposed to them.
Yeah, that's what I
Before
was
we can
thinking.
discern the nature of Ryder's ultimate weapon. Have Assassin continue to monitor Ryder, but remind them to take great care as they do.
Yes, my teacher. It
Okay.
will be done.
Man, is Kirei gonna turn on Tokyomi at some point? Interesting. Okay, that was a great episode. I enjoyed that a lot. Really, really cool. So let's talk about it. First we had Lancer. We got to see like Lancer's backstory. I do have his name written down. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna call him Lancer, okay? There's a lot of this show is very good at using the proper foreign names for a lot of these characters, and that's all well and good. I'm not gonna be able to remember them, and I'm not gonna be able to remember how to pronounce them. So I'm just gonna call them. I mean, I have a feeling it's part of the reason that the series gives them names that are simple enough for you to remember, like Lancer. Because that's gonna like get into my head much easier. So we've got Lancer. We got his backstory. It was, it's nice. I like them telling the backstory in like a really short time, so that we don't need a whole episode or half episode based around, you know, what made him him. Instead, we just give it in little flashes, and then they use it to show that Kenneth was dreaming about that, to sort of show that that's something that can happen, apparently. So that's very cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, we had that, and then we also found out that Kenneth can't use magic anymore. I forgot what they called it already, the like magical wiring with him. I'm a time traveler, I came from the future. What happened just now? You may be like, what the fuck was that cut in the video? And why do you now look like a crazed maniac? I'll tell you why. And I know I know I was in the middle of a sentence in the video that you were just watching. I was recording, and then in the middle of that sentence that I was saying, my OBS froze up. Like, I just saw my camera froze completely. And I was like, holy shit, oh no. And so I paused the recording, and then I like tried to check the camera, and when I did, OBS just crashed. Or it froze up, it went not responding, right? And I went, oh no, it's gonna crash. And I'm in the middle of recording a video. I thought I lost this reaction. I thought I'd completely lost it. So what I did was I was like, I'm not gonna force quit the program yet. I'm gonna go have a shower, wash my hair, and like give it time just in case, and then come back and maybe it will be fixed by then. I had a shower, washed my hair, came back, it wasn't fixed. I force quit the program, and then I went and checked, and somehow OBS had saved the recording. So thank goodness. I was in the shower thinking about what I was gonna do, because I had lost an episode, and a whole reaction. I was sitting in there thinking, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Luckily, it seems like I have saved it. So thank goodness. So, like, the disadvantage of that is that the discussion that I was in the middle of, I now no longer, like, it's been now, like, half an hour since I was talking. So let me just continue, like, try to continue where I left off. I think I was saying that Kenneth was shot. He lost his magic, right? Because of Kiritsugu's bullet, I'm pretty sure is what it was. So he lost his magic, and then his wife, right? It is his wife, Sola-Ui. I think she's his wife. Came up to him and was like, hey, so you're kind of useless to us now. It would be better if I take over, if you give me the command seal and I start doing all the shit for us. To which Kenneth said, fuck off, I want to do it myself. And then she was like, well, you're kind of tied down and you have no magic and I have magic, and I've got, like, you know, healing magic that I can use in a way that can essentially, you know, I can fuck with you pretty hard. And so, you know, what's it gonna be? You give me the command seal or I cut off your arm. That was a pretty insane scene. I mean, it's a really good way to show how in it she is, how she is, like, equally crazy, if not more crazy than Kenneth is, and Kenneth is already pretty crazy. I mean, Kenneth is more egotistical, there's a better word for it, like narcissistic almost, while she's just kind of like, I mean, she's also narcissistic, but crazy. And so yeah, that was a good scene. I liked that scene. I found it very entertaining because, I mean, I like her more than Kenneth, maybe because she's a woman, but also like, she at least has an entertaining kind of smug, and she's using her smug on Kenneth when Kenneth is using his smug on everyone else. And so, like, seeing her smug be used as a weapon against the guy who's really smug is satisfying. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. I thought that was a very crazy scene, insane. I'm looking at the notes again. Oh yeah, so I like what Saber said when she was like, this war is like has rules and is supposed to be like a proxy war. The idea here is it's supposed to be you summon in these spirits and the spirits fight for us, and then whoever wins gets this Holy Grail or whatever. All things considered, a pretty peaceful war. Like, the people who are fighting are generally spirits who, one, want to fight, and two, that's not a two, and two, died a long time ago. So, like, you're actually giving them more chance at life, and they seem to want to fight, and that you're not losing anyone in the world. So, all things considered, it's supposed to be a pretty peaceful war. And Saber's saying, but, like, right now, it's not really peaceful. I mean, Kiritsugu and Kaneth were straight up fighting each other, you know, trying to kill each other. Several people were trying to kill the actual masters, you know, instead of killing the servants. And there's stuff like Ryunosuke and Caster going around killing children, like, just really, really horrible bullshit. So it's like that at that point, it's no longer the fair, kind war that it seems to be on the surface. And I think that's a really interesting thing. Like, I wasn't even really thinking about the fact that it's a war, but without being like the really horrible parts of a war, seemingly. But then you find out that it is horrible parts of the war. But yeah, I think that's really interesting. Looking at my notes, Waver did something really useful this time. Like, you get to see Waver's smarts properly and how, you know, how well studied he is, in that you can see him like having the idea to check the water for remnants of magic, because water runs through the center of this city, so it's like a place to check for clues. He finds the remnants of magic, he uses that to track down where Caster might be. Like, it's all really clever stuff. I like that a lot. And then Assassin revealed himself to Waver and Iskander, which is dangerous. Like, I was watching them do that and I was like, oh no, like, what? You're giving away a big strategy there, you know? Because a big thing is you were trying to keep people from knowing that Assassin's alive, and not only did you show an assassin, you showed several assassins. Like, as soon as you show 2 assassins at the same time, then people, I think, can really easily figure out what the gimmick was, like how you faked it. As soon as they find out that there's 2, if you had one assassin die, and then later you had assassin show up to someone, and then they're like, what the fuck? I thought assassin was dead. All they would think is like, oh, assassin just faked his death or something, you know? Like, or that assassin, I don't know, assassin has maybe assassin's noble phantasm is to revive himself once or something. Like, I don't know how noble phantasms work, but like that's kind of like what people could think when they see one assassin. But if you see 2 assassins, then you go, oh, well, I know now that there's multiple assassins because I see multiple of them in front of me. Therefore, the, you know, simplest solution is one of the assassins died, but there's a lot more assassins. So then you're giving up the game. And they showed multiple assassins. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. But Waver, it did seem like, was coming more over to Iskander's side in this episode. Like, he was seemingly liking him more a little bit, because Iskander was kind of flattering him and saying like, oh, I'm so proud of my master. He's so intelligent and a great mage and all of that. Like, and finally Waver was being like, oh shucks, you know, like, it seemed like just a little bit, he didn't want to admit it, but it seems like he was, you know, and that comes from a place of his own pride, because he's got, like, Waver seems to have a very strong sense of pride, and the, like, main reason, or at least the main triggering point for him doing this is Kaneth telling him in episode 1, like, hey, you're a fucking loser, and all people of low birth or whatever are all losers, and they can't ever do what I can do. And so he, like, has that sort of self-consciousness and that self-righteousness that that now he can sort of prove people wrong. And so Iskander giving him that, like, sort of mentor appreciation is something he's wanting. So I think, you know, I think they're gonna warm up to each other. It's really interesting because the pairings that they have are, like, at first you think like, oh, some of these guys are like perfect for each other, but then you start to think like, oh no, actually some of these are horrible for each other, seemingly. Like, Iskander and Waver, like, oh, it's perfect, you know? Waver can be the brains and Iskander can be the brawn. But then you, like, start to, like, see that the way that they interact, and it's like, oh, well, they actually have really different ways of doing things, and they can't, well, and Waver can't stand Iskander, and there's, you know, and they, like, it seems like then they don't match. And then you think, like, okay, Kiritsugu and Saber, it's like, okay, both of these, you know, are seemingly warriors who have some warmth in their heart, and people that they care about, and are maybe going to try to do it honorably or whatever. But then you start to like look more into it, and it's like, no, Kiritsugu is actually kind of more underground, doesn't really care about honor as much, it seems like, and so like there might be some you know, there might be some tension between them. And then you start to see, you know, oh, maybe Ryunosuke and Caster are perfect for each other, but it's like, oh no, well, they're actually kind of making each other worse. And also, neither of them are sane. And so if neither of them are sane, maybe you're not actually going to be able to do anything. You're actually turning everyone against you from day one. How are you going to get the Grail when you've got literally all of the servants coming for you from day one, you know? So there's like a lot of this stuff going on. We saw Gilgamesh talking about how he doesn't like Tokiomi. Like, there's so much of this stuff. So I actually think this is really interesting, the way that they're exploring the dynamics between them and how they don't quite match up. I wonder if by the end of this series, it's going to be more about how they do end up matching up and how they end up coming together, or if it's going to be like only some of them do, like only Kiritsugu and Saber, like they match up but the others don't really, or something like that. I don't know, but I'm really excited. Anyway, maybe I would have talked about this episode a bit longer if I didn't have this scare of the recording partway through, but that really threw me for a bit. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it regardless. That was Fate Zero episode 9. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.